Welcome to another episode of Ballers Union. I'm the host, Giovanni. Also play power forward, small forward. You know what I'm saying? Don't need to play center because of Smash. He holds down the paint.
There you
CP
go.
plays both guard duties, point guard, shooting guard. He does it all, combo guard. And we got Goldie. He plays point forward.
Next gen, baby. Next gen. Point forward. Next gen.
How everybody's been?
Good, man. It's been a while since the peanut gallery got together, man. It's been a while.
Right. Yep,
Well, we were here last week. Where were you?
My lawyer said to plead the fifth.
Oh, okay.
So that's what I'm
He
taking.
was doing his best turtle impersonation.
He might have
So
been
Turtle-
at a strip club with James Harden.
Nah, man. I was the one holding the camera.
Ah. James Harden better get it in while he can.
Yeah, he better. We'll get there. Don't get me on my rant yet. We'll get there.
Yeah. Well, we start off with baseball. They just gave out the Hank Aaron Award and Jose Abreu for the American League. And what's the guy?
Freddie Freeman.
Freddie
Come on,
Freeman.
man. Come on. Don't need
from
to
the
stumble
Atlanta
over that.
Braves. Won it for the National League. No, I got his first name. I forgot about his first name.
Freddie
All you had to do
Freeman.
was say Atlanta Braves. That's all you needed.
What happened? Oh, Atlanta Braves. That's it.
Hey, man. They need some highlight. We should let Smash say that one.
Don't be like that.
Hey, man. We swept these suckers this year. I think we
Man, we're talking about baseball, man.
man. I'm past baseball, bro. We can go ahead and keep it moving, man. We about to start basketball. Football is heating up. Got to go down the home stretch. Nobody's giving a crap about no baseball right now.
Can we respect the Hank Aaron, man? Can we respect him?
Right.
We love Hank Aaron.
Hank Aaron Award.
We love
Ain't no
Hank Aaron.
difference is crap all over it.
No, not the award, not Hank Aaron, but just baseball trying to. Why Hank Aaron award so late? Why that couldn't have been first? Why it's got to be last?
Lord have mercy.
Save the best for last. It's like, come on. Everybody knows
They were
that.
trying to find somebody that they could give it to this year. That's all.
It took them so long, huh?
They were like, man, we don't know. 60 games, whatever. Somebody can get it. As long as they don't give it to Mike Trout.
Right.
Just put some names in the hat, shook them up. Here you go. Take them
Right.
two.
Yep. Moving forward, College Hill reboot. Deion Sanders announced that. So I guess his wife was a producer or was part of the production for College Hill when it originally started.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess being married to Deion has his perks, and they got to approve for a reboot.
Are they married?
I don't think they're married.
I think they just,
They dating or girlfriend,
they've
boyfriend.
been dating for years. I think it is.
Certain states, they just consider you married after a certain point.
I don't think Babyface signed the divorce papers yet. Nah, I'm just playing. So, but now this is gonna be a hot mess, bro. This is another reason, and I guarantee you there will be some sanctions coming from behind this mess.
Oh, yeah.
Some way, somehow, there's gonna be some sanctions.
Okay, so no one's into this, huh?
No.
Nah.
Talking about sanctions, LSU put themselves on timeout.
Thank God. Finally, there is a God. I was riding the car early today, right? This morning going to work, and they was talking about, catching up on my pods, and one of the pods I listened to, they were talking about should LSU go to a bowl game. And I was like, hell no, they shouldn't go to a bowl game. They only got 3 games, but this year anybody gets to go to a bowl game. So then later today, I saw that pop up on my phone, like, thank you. The school said you can't go. Thank you, because we just need to get this season over with. Just get it over with, and let's keep it moving, man.
Right.
They could just do what Michigan did and stop playing and just cancel the rest of your game.
I was hoping that would happen. I was hoping the whole team get COVID and they just cancel the whole season.
You hear half of them did.
Yeah,
they had 45 cases.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, but I mean, you think about that. I'm going to show every program had that many. I'm sure.
Yeah,
I probably think Clemson probably had double that. I think that's where it
Right.
originated from in Clemson, South Carolina.
I'm just upset that the Big Ten got bullied into participating and then did it all late. Then they ended up realizing that it wasn't a good idea. Now they in too deep. Now you got people looking for Michigan to give them an honorable forfeit, or you got the Big Ten trying to change the rules so Ohio State can get in. Honestly, I wanted Ohio State to play Michigan this year because if they had put up like 100 on them or treated them like a HBCU, we could have got Jim Harbaugh out of here.
Right.
Now they're going to think about, well,
now
he's
you
from
feel
Ann Arbor, Michigan. He's a homegrown kid. Maybe we'll give him one more chance. Like 100-0. He was on his way out.
Yeah, now you feel my pain, brother. You feel my pain. That's how I feel about LSU right now.
They done a change.org petition and saved his job for a minute or something.
I'm feeling like an Atlanta fan. It's just terrible, man.
That's mean.
You guys feel like so Chicago Bears fan because they just want everybody fired.
Hey, Chicago Bears lost a game this week that they should have won.
Yeah. We gave you I don't know what happened, to be honest. I was watching the game and it was you can't explain. I don't know what happened.
You owed us from us dropping the ball in week 1. So
there you go. You know what? You're right. You're right. And as the holidays coming around, yeah, we want that good karma. We want Nagy and Pace fired.
Hey man, we out of our coach and we feel great. I don't know who we're gonna get. It might be me, might be Dion. I don't care. But when it ain't right, it ain't right. You gotta get him out of there.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and what Goldie you've been waiting for, these Rockets. You want to talk about the Rockets and James Harden and giving out honey buns?
Honey buns. Hey man, titties for titles. That's what it's all about. Titties for titles. That's what he's on. But I'll let y'all dive in first and I'll come up last. Go ahead.
So it seems like, well, we broke the news early and everybody just laughed at us like, no, James Harden staying with the Rockets, blah, blah, blah. But James Harden wants to leave. You know what I'm saying? As soon as Maury was gone, James Harden wanted to be gone. And I feel like he earned that right. He gave the city all he can, and he just can't win with them. You know what I'm saying? So I guess a change of scenery may or may not help him out. Only time will tell. If he does get, let's say, somewhere like Brooklyn and wins, then, it worked out for the best.
CP?
I don't know. Like, I definitely think his time in Houston is up, but I don't know where he's going to go. Does Philly make sense? I guess. I don't know. It's just a whole big I guess to me. Like, it's a push. I think Houston does need to unload just so they can figure something else out. But as far as what he does, he's kind of in that he's too good to be average, but he's not good enough to be great. And so he's kind of stuck in basketball purgatory right now. And obviously the other person that's stuck there with him, he just played with, and that didn't work out. Now he's in DC with Beal. So, and which is actually maybe a decent fit. I think going to the East could be a good change of pace for him. But I don't know who wants to let him dribble the clock out in their home. They obviously saw that didn't work. And you think if he's going to go to Brooklyn, they're going to let him dribble the clock out? Only one ball.
Damn, so CP, you just put them in a Michael Jackson song. Too high to get over, too low to get under. But I kind of agree with you. I think Houston is where he needs to stay, man. And with him showing this attitude right now, not wanting to come to practice in the strip club, he's kind of showing a disrespect. So that to me, that doesn't look good for other teams that he might be interested in going to. Because me as a GM, a coach, I may be like, I don't want this attitude bringing to my team if we're trying to have a winning attitude over here.
My turn.
Yeah, you could go on your rant, and then we'll come up with some trade ideas. Or you want us to come up with trade ideas, then you go on your rant.
It doesn't matter, man.
Send him to Orlando.
He's that's too good for him.
I got one
He's
good trade.
where all the strip clubs at.
I got a good trade for James Harden.
Send him to Cleveland. That's where you send him to. Send him to Cleveland.
No. I got something. You send him to Chicago Bulls.
Why? That's too good.
You get Zach LaVine, Wendell Carter Jr., Thaddeus Young to make the contract work. We'll throw in a player like a Chandler Hutchison and a couple of first-round picks.
And a bag of peanuts, right? Because that's all those players are worth you just named.
So who's going to play with him?
Who's going to play with who?
James Harden.
Oh, it's going to be James Harden, Kobe White, marketing.
So basically, you want us to just give you Harden for nothing. That's what you're basically saying,
And
right?
he gonna
the trade. So the trade, history repeats itself. So the trade's on par with the Paul George type trade. It's on par with the Kawhi Leonard type trade.
So
history will repeat itself again then with Paul George.
And then the Paul George trade, that worked out great for Indiana because they got Oladipo and they got Sabonis. You know what I'm saying? We all know the Kawhi Leonard trade worked. Well, it definitely worked out for the Raptors.
And all the players that you name are not the caliber of James Harden.
And he's not going to
want
to go
get a James Harden caliber back, though.
You want to get something back for him, but those players are not worth even putting on your roster. I mean, right. you're naming a bunch of. They're not even going to contribute. I mean, they're not even better than the guys that's on the team right now. So you got to give me something.
Mackey's your second best player or first best player.
Man, you being
the Bulls
disrespectful.
aren't good enough though, and so he'll act a fool if you send him to a team that's not competitive.
Oh, that's what you want though. You want to send him somewhere that he doesn't want to be. That's the perfect scenario. But it has to be a win-win on both sides. I say send him to Cleveland.
Who's better than Zach LaVine on the Rockets outside of Harding?
You got Cousins. You got
goodness,
you got John Wall. I mean, we're naming. We're naming former All-Stars here. When has LaVine ever made a All-Star? Nah,
Cousins is trash.
He has been an All-Star, right?
Yeah, with the Kings, but everybody was All-Star with the Kings. You just putting up empty stats.
You just want to see. This thing is you trying to unload your baggage on somebody else and get a prime cut player.
You talk about All-Star.
Cousins can be himself in Houston though, because he couldn't in Golden State, and then he couldn't in LA. So now he can get back to playing a game he's more comfortable with, kind of like the game he was starting to play in New Orleans.
Tell Gio, just keep your ugly girlfriend there, man. We don't want the ugly girl, bro. Just give us something a little bit better than that, bro. I want to see him suffer. I mean, my thing is on the lines of the same thing Smash said, on the lines of the same thing. It's totally disrespectful. Now, you want to leave, I agree with that. That you should want to, you at that point in your career where you want to win a championship. I get that. But how you going about getting out is totally disrespectful to the city of Houston. Total disrespectful to the people that actually supported you and help you get your career to where you are right now. So at the end of the day, come in, be a professional, and let's see how it all plays out. Because you never know. The group of guys you got right now, it might work out. Just never know. So totally different. Send him to Cleveland, man. Just send him to Cleveland.
In James Harden's defense, he's seen that story like 3 or 4 times already in Houston. So,
but he signed off on all these though. Every move that has been made, he's always agreed upon. So he should be mad. Who should he be mad at? Management or himself? Because you agreed to this. You agreed to Dwight Howard. You agreed to Chris Paul, right? You agreed to Silas being hired. Then when Silas get hired, you signed off on Silas. Then when he comes in, and then you get mad like I don't want to go. I don't want to play anymore.
Actually, he should be mad at management. You know what I'm saying? For keep asking the players, like the players are the GMs.
Well, that's your superstar. Everybody asks their superstar what they think. I mean, that's just but
they never asked Jordan what he think.
But what CP said is exactly what these guys are trying to do. They're all trying to emulate what LeBron does. LeBron is the only player that can be a gun for hire, and that actually can go to another team and make that team great. All these guys have been trying it for years, and it just hasn't panned out yet for any of them. So what makes you think? What makes you think? Well, he joined a championship team. That's totally different. So
KD.
he was. We're gonna see what he does in New York. Let's see what he does for the Nets, for Brooklyn. Let's see what he
Fight.
does. But
Fight with his teammates.
Right. Let's go and let's go. Let's
Bills.
head in. You said who they got? Oh,
You say
Steelers or
or
Bills?
I'm taking
I'll
the
go with the
Bills.
Bills.
Taking the
Bills,
Bills.
okay.
I think the Steelers are they just a mirror of what they should be. You know,
You see how many passes they dropped this whenever day they played at 5:00.
they lost to a team with no football name. They don't have
Washington,
a mascot.
the Mighty W's.
The Mighty W's.
They just got complacent. They'll be all right.
Who the
ball got
Steelers?
complacent.
No, they had an easy schedule, but
That's what I'm saying.
yeah.
That's why the Steelers can win.
yeah, I like to just fast forward the whole football. You know, the Bears season's over in my eyes.
Are you gonna draft another quarterback?
No, we're not even gonna make it to. They're gonna draft a lineman or something stupid.
Well, at this point, that's better than drafting another quarterback or signing one for $20 million and benching him out the gate.
They're gonna do something even worse than drafting another quarterback. They're gonna trade for Carl Wentz.
But Matthew Stafford.
He's gonna be available.
But they're gonna trade for Tom Brady, right?
They can have Matt
In the
Ryan.
retirement community.
Oh, well, we know you giving Matt Ryan away. You'll take that bag of peanuts for Matt Ryan. Take him. Y'all overpaid.
We me and Smash, we swapping mediocre recipes. So I'm gonna take Matt Ryan for a year or two, and he's gonna take Matt Stafford.
Okay,
But the end result, we all suffer.
Oh yeah,
that might work. That might work for both teams.
it's like opening up a new credit card to pay off a bill.
Right.
That's all.
Matt Ryan spreads the ball a little more.
No, that's like taking a credit card and paying for the other credit card.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, well, I got 500 on this one, so because Matt Ryan Express looks good, I can get a free travel, free airline trip.
I get some reward points off of this.
Yeah.
It's all the same.
Yep. So we definitely reached a point in the football season where your team is either fighting for a draft position or fighting for a playoff spot.
Hey,
We ain't fighting nobody.
hey.
You guys try to get under the top, try to stay in the top 10 for that draft pick.
There's only one winner on this panel right now. There's only one winner.
And his name is Taysom Hill.
Hey, he said, hey, and even I'm surprised. Trust me, I'm surprised by it too.
No, that's just a product of good coaching. You see it don't matter who's, with a good coach and a good system, they can practically win with anybody.
That's
Hey,
part
don't
of
let
it.
them fool you. They played the Atlanta DBs, so don't let Taysom Hill fool you now.
So he won back-to-back games,
into
didn't he?
$17 million.
Hey, he won the week before he played, y'all.
Hey, what do the Saints do every year? They make it to the first, second round, and they get booted.
Hey, baby, at least you got to get to the dance in order to blow it. So, I mean, at least we won't get to the Super Bowl and blow it, but at least we'll get to the dance and blow it.
Hey,
Part of the
all
world
y'all
watch
do is
Part of
y'all
what
don't dance anymore. All y'all do is this.
and tank it and tank it in the playoffs, right? First and second round, just tank it.
That's a little late to
don't
tank.
Hey.
Shoot, talking about coaching, did you guys think Greg Williams made the right call against the Raiders?
Yeah,
He made his own call, the same call he'd been making for years.
exactly right.
He ran the Tecmo Bowl. He tried to do the little center sneak, but every now and again, you got that one play where it don't work, where the nose guard don't break.
Well, that safety, he knew he had that A gap, and I don't know what he was hanging back there for, because had he just blitzed straight down that A gap when Carr stepped up, he'd have smacked him right in the mouth. He wouldn't have got that pass off. So, but he was getting fired anyway. So I just think he was just like, you know what? I'm getting fired anyway. All out blitz. Who cares? Set in the house.
That's what they got me here for. All out blitz. Let's
All
show
out
it to
blitz, right? Cussing and all out blitzing. That's what I'm here for.
him.
So
My man was wide open. Golly.
I mean, they were at the 40-yard line when he chunked that thing, something like that, and he threw it. He threw it running, like he didn't set his feet or nothing. He just just chunked it. So, and who leaves? I mean, I would at least double Ruggs. I mean, at least doubled him.
Right.
No, I wouldn't. Not if you're doing the all-out blitz. You don't need
They
to double.
Can't double them. They only got 3 people left.
Everybody's out with COVID rushing on you.
Everybody else trying to get the quarterback.
Oh my goodness!
Christ,
I still think it was the right call. Though. I do. I would have did the same thing.
Yeah, it was a good call. It was just I don't know why Buddy was in a QB spy on Derek Carr of all the quarterbacks.
Yeah, he didn't spy well enough.
No, he didn't. He didn't.
He misinterpreted the play.
Yeah. Speaking of which, did you see Richard Sherman get burnt for that?
Did he get burnt? Really? Did he get burnt? He thought he was still in Seattle playing the cover 2.
Well, all I know
he didn't get burnt. No, he was practicing social distancing.
Did you see him do the look up? When you mess something up, you'd be like, "What'd you do?"
Right? He started pointing at other people.
As soon as he said,
"Yeah, he thought he was in Seattle playing that cover 2 again." He's like, "Oh, we was in man. My bad. I didn't know we was a cover 2 man. My bad."
He was in cover 0, and he did that.
And now
he can't play man coverage.
No, he's not a man coverage. And I don't know why everybody was trying to crown him as one of the top DBs when we know Seattle made him look good in that zone coverage, and that game proved what his worth is. I mean, right now he's a shell of himself anyway, but he's not a cover corner.
How many DBs in the NFL can really play man coverage though? When you think about it,
it's a lot.
Right now,
it's a lot, man.
Right now,
it's a lot.
Right now. Gilmore, Ramsey, White.
I say you'll come up with 5, and that's it.
That's a lot of people that can play man coverage.
I don't know if there's that many elites, but there's people that can make plays.
Yeah, I mean, there's no Deons running around in the league now. So I mean, if you're looking for that type of caliber, there's none. But there's a lot of good quality DBs out there that can play man-to-man coverage.
No, there's good DBs, but how many can just play man coverage? A lot of them get burnt on that.
Yeah.
Because receivers are different nowadays too, though. That's what we got to account for too. And then with the defense, with all the penalties that are called on the defense, it's kind of hard to play defensive back nowadays.
I mean, because our defense alone get called. We get holding on defense. We get pass interference. It's just so many calls.
Right call every time.
I don't know about that, but at least when they do it, at least you're being aggressive about it. You know what I'm saying? At least you're not being passive. So, but it worked on Atlanta. It got us 2 dubs this year. We 4-0 in 2 years against them. So we good. It's all good.
He said it worked on Atlanta.
Just to piggyback off what Smash was saying, I want to say like 95% of football players are system players.
Mm-hmm.
That's
and only like 5% you could throw in any system and it'll be great.
I agree with that. Some are zone coverage corners, some are man-to-man coverage corners, and it really depends on. You have to have football is the ultimate team sport, so you have to have the right mix of people. You got to have that front 4 or that front 3 with some good linebackers for that to actually work. I mean, if you just ask the Jets how that turned out for them, If you don't have the right mix of people, it's just not going to work out no matter what you call.
Right.
Yeah, even if it was the right call. Even what's his name? Lamar Jackson, you know what I'm saying? He fell for the double move. Like, what are you doing? You know that you got no help.
Right.
Yeah, no situational awareness on that.
But shouts out to the Ravens. Everybody's back on the field after 2 weeks of COVID reserve. So they came out and beat up on the Cowboys. That's always a good look anytime you beat up on the Cowboys.
Yeah, I wasn't mad at that at all.
Not at all.
Talking about Cowboys, right before the game, they said Des Bryant couldn't play because he tested positive for COVID.
Mm-hmm.
But during warm-ups, he was giving everybody hugs and high fives, and
Exactly.
They got to
So
take them
I'm a
tests.
little, huh?
They got to take them tests now.
But
Yeah,
they
so
still
like
played the game though. Why didn't they cancel the whole game if he's running around with COVID?
They should have watched the Dodgers.
shots fired.
But that's exactly what he did. High fiving everybody, chest bumping, and he was like, you know what? Who cares? I'm not breathing on anybody. I'm just touching everybody.
At
Right,
that
so-
point, though, I mean, maybe it was just for the public or making sure they made the right decision. But if he already on the field doing that, you can't have these tests from 4 days ago coming in at the last minute and sweeping you up out. At that point, and shoot, even if anything, take him out at halftime or something.
So you were going to allow him to play?
He already on the field.
He was already in the locker room. You know, he ready.
I'm not saying it's right.
Everybody got exposed.
It's right. But shoot.
Thank God you're not the lead doctor.
No, I'm just saying for that specific purpose. He already out there. It's his old team. I mean, what happened now? Now he talking about I quit. I take my ball and go home. So
yeah, you have to cancel the game, man. You really have to cancel that game. That's the right thing.
CP Fauci out here, boy, telling us.
I'm just saying, I know the right answer is to cancel the game, but
just drink more Gatorade. He'll be all right.
Just have him sit on the sideline in the corner by himself.
In the little hurt tent.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, that would have been perfect if they put a little concussion tent over there. He would have been good. He could have masked up before he put his helmet on, go out there, catch a couple of balls, be like, I got y'all Cowboys, boom.
But
and then go back in the little concussion tent.
But the question is, has he even played this year? I know he's on the team, but has he
been his first game?
This would have been his first game playing?
Yep.
If not his second.
Mm-hmm.
You're right. Put him in the tent, let him sit there. You're not playing anyway.
At least let him be around. Put him on one of them plexiglass things that the announcers be in front of. And then they reach around.
Run around the field with it.
Yeah. Give him a little shield.
That's terrible.
Yeah. But what would canceling the game would have done, though?
I mean, that's the right. I mean, you're not spreading at that point. I mean, at this point, you got all those guys that he high fived and chest bumped. All you guys got to go to isolation. All you guys immediately.
Mm-hmm.
You got to go. Everybody, whoever you come across that day, you have to go into isolation. I mean, that's contact tracing, right?
Yep.
Right. And then what about? Here's the other thing. I'm playing devil advocate here. What about it was a false positive?
4 days later, though, I think that's when the real one comes in.
I mean, the rapid ones are the ones that come up with the false positives. But I'm more than sure that the NFL has invested enough money to where their tests get pushed to the front of the line.
Well, they got their own special
facility,
I mean, but that's why it comes in late because they send it off to the middle of nowhere to some bunker. And so then it's got to get back by Pony Express or something.
Snail mail.
No.
But the thing is, who else got it? Because they said a lot of other people didn't get it. So he had to bring it from somewhere.
I mean, the team just come off of COVID reserve. They canceled the games, pushed the games.
So he might have been the last one from the last list.
Yeah.
Lamar and
them. I mean, like they were like, you know what? Forget it. Cowboys suck anyway. They let him go ahead and play. Forget it.
They probably forgot he was on the team and didn't test him, and then they were like, "Oh shoot!"
Wouldn't that be funny?
Everybody else is good. Hold on, take this test real quick. It ain't gonna mean nothing. And then they were like,
Brian really on the roster? He's not just visiting. Oh, okay.
Right.
I thought he saw wide receiver coach.
Huh?
They want to cancel their season. Cowboys might have asked for the COVID. Like, yeah, let them play. We want it, so we have a reason to cancel our season.
They pulled the Michigan Wolverines.
Yep.
That was smart though. If I was Michigan, I'd have did the same thing.
I would have done it at the beginning of the year.
After one game, I'd have been like, you know what? It's enough.
But see, you know what? They won the first game and convincingly, so they were like, "Yeah, Big Ten, yeah,
we got something. We got something."
After that, boom. Now, but you know what? You know who is talking that noise? Coach K. Coach K.
He is.
He was kind of quiet. Now, I got a very good Duke friend. Shout out to D1. But he's the only one that knows Duke news. But for everybody else, it looked like they wanted to play They lost a couple times. Now Coach K is like, so I don't know if we really need to be out here like that.
But that's his MO. Remember when he had that sorry team and he messed his knee up or his back or something, and he sat out so it wouldn't go on his record. He let the assistant coaches take the L's. So that's his MO. When he see trouble, he bails. Coach K has no problem with bailing out on you. I see y'all next season. I recruit while you guys suffer. I recruit.
Yep.
That's what he does.
But they do. No, I'm trying to think if they got any good players on Duke. Nope.
It's a down year for him.
I mean, I think Tobacco Road period is like a down in basketball right now. I don't think
Carolina looks decent, but they're not gonna win.
Yeah, but Jim Boeheim said something that made a lot of sense, and everybody and people have to understand it's not like football or basketball. Well, it's not like football where you can kind of go out there and your aggression can play for you. Whereas basketball, it's a rhythm thing. You know, you got to have been shooting a lot of jumpers, and so they were like out of it. You know, so if you got guys has to sit out for 14 days, 10 to 14 days, when they come back, they out of rhythm. So you're not going to really be able to play as well as they should be playing. So it makes sense why, like he said, why are we even playing this? Because when we come back out, we're not really putting a good product out on the floor anyway. You know? It makes sense.
That's how I felt about the NBA season when they restarted.
Yeah. But it was good but the NBA is different though, because they were smart about putting everybody in one place. That was smart. That way you can play. But we're talking about all this traveling and all this kind of stuff. Your odds of getting COVID is heightened. Your students are intermingling with the student body, you know. So it's kind of
get COVID just from that alone.
Yeah.
So it doesn't even matter about the traveling.
Yeah. So it's kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't. I'm just a firm believer. 10 years from now, you'll hear all the horror stories. 10 years from now about all these athletes who suffer COVID. We'll hear all about the lasting health effects that spilled over from this COVID. We don't know what's going to happen to it yet.
Right.
That's what Cam Newton gonna say when they look at his Patriots stats. Boy had 70 yards and they won by 45-0.
Hey man, I'm not mad at Cam. If half these white quarterbacks get to stay on the team, I'm not mad at him. Get your money, Cam. Get your bread, bro.
Unlock some unknown mystery character and let him play kick return. Let him did a creative player. We put him all 99s
with a horse collar.
Yeah, man.
Oh man. So some gaming news. What I know you're a big Nintendo guy, CP. What's your thoughts on the moves Nintendo's making?
What moves did they make?
Exactly.
So they canceled the Splatoon tournament because people that were in the tournament were from the Smash Brother community.
Oh.
And then Nintendo don't have a Smash Brother tournament. So some third party set up a big Smash Brother tournament and Nintendo canceled them.
Well, that's because they wanted their own tournament.
But they didn't provide it.
Well, nobody else can have one either. If Nintendo don't have one, nobody else can have one.
Yeah, but that's just that's messed up.
That's crazy. That's like you having all these Madden tournaments and EA going around and say cancel it. You can't have that. You can't have that.
But what does EA do? They put on their own Madden tournament.
Yeah, but they don't stop somebody from having a Madden
tournament.
Right.
It's like EA cancel all the tournaments and then can we have a tournament? No tournament for nobody.
Hey, Nintendo is still a family gaming organization. They don't want all this extra side stuff happening.
That is hilarious. No.
And they're still putting out decent games, unlike Madden. So
they did that. The Splatoon. Then third party was making the Joy-Con controllers. They didn't like that. They're like, oh, you guys making money? You selling more than us?
Oh, well, that's because the Joy-Con controllers are like $90. Man, I get mine off of Amazon.
Yeah, you can't get them anymore. They cancel that.
No, they're just a little off, but it still work.
No, you can't do it. They cancel all companies making other controllers. They cancel that.
So they can't have no third. So you tell me there's no third party company can make a controller for
Man, Nintendo came at them.
Well, they still got inventory that they can unload. So
Right. They're trying to get off with it. When we sell out our stock, then y'all can start selling y'all's.
they probably just did that for Christmas.
Yeah.
I bet you they'll let them back up January 1.
And then the icing on the cake is so this is the 35th year of Mario anniversary or whatnot. And so they had a few games out, like the Super Mario All-Star really had like Mario Sunshine, Mario 64, Mario Galaxy. Well, that game will cease to exist come March, I don't know, like March 31st or something.
Oh, that means they're coming out with a new system.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. They said they ain't making no more copies. You can't get it digitally. Like you can't even download it digitally anymore. And then so the joke around Twitter is like Nintendo's gonna go to your house, take your game, and destroy it.
Hey, as long as they cut me a check, that's fine.
I don't see why they'll make another system. That makes this
because everybody else is.
Oh yeah, keep up with the Joneses.
At this point, they need to. They're not keeping up graphically. They're not really focused on graphic wise. They're focused like CP says, more of a family entertainment type system. So they just need to drop. I think if the price was like $150, you would get one just because it's $150. You know what I'm saying? But for what they're selling, like we get this high performance gaming systems from EA. I mean from Sony and Microsoft, and then
some of us are.
They're the same price. They're the same price. It's like, how, if these are high performance systems, how can you be selling yours for the same price and it's not even half the performance as everybody else's?
$90 joysticks. That's why.
Peripherals.
You got to justify.
I don't get it. Because I'm still playing the little white. What's the little white console? I'm still playing that one.
The Wii.
The Wii.
I'm still playing that one.
Does that still come on?
That's still, it still works perfect.
Dang.
And I only play one game.
Wii U.
I got the Wii. I don't know, man. It's a Wii. Shit, I don't know. I played Super Mario Brothers on it, and that's it. It's the only game I own is Super Mario Brothers. That's it.
That's
funny. Oh my goodness.
I still haven't ended it.
Mario never ends.
I gotta give you the cheat code.
It's actually fun to get on there and play it for a while and then cut it off.
Oh, talking about Super Mario Brothers, they also got this little handheld digital Super Mario Brothers in color, and they got Watchmen is like the first analog game to ever come out, and they're selling it for $50.
Smell like Pong and
basically.
No,
it was like remember the old cell phone where you had like Snake, and the other one you had to catch the ball with your hand.
Mm-hmm.
No,
That's that you get that game, and then you get Super Mario Brothers for $50. I like Super Mario Brothers when it came out wasn't even worth $50.
Hey man, Super Mario Brothers will always be a classic, bro. You can't. It's priceless. Man. Super Mario Brothers is priceless, bro. We're not gonna let you slander Super Mario Brothers like that.
Nah, it's just Nintendo.
Exactly.
Nintendo why? Talk about
Mario and Luigi. They want to holler at you, Gio. They want to holler at you.
That's fine. Again, we get into Smash favorite part of the segment. We talk about Madden. This time, He's going to talk about next gen Madden. He has an opportunity. You've been playing that a lot.
No, I haven't.
Next gen, same game.
No, I haven't. It's
worse.
It's not the same game. Graphically, it's night and day. The players are bigger. They have off ball. You can see the jamming. It's there. You can see the nuances of the game that's different from the PlayStation 4 version. But it's essentially the same game, but they just add little subtle nuances to it where you can tell it's a different game. And it has its quirks. I mean, it's EA. There is something's about it. It's broke. Like the bomb pass. Remember how, Gio, when we first started playing Madden, that you could throw that deep bomb? That's back into this version. So they'll have the pot patch that, but that's back in this version. So
so it's basically the PlayStation current gen version, without the patch updates.
Without the patch updates, right? And it's just graphically, it's totally appealing. It's definitely, you can see the sweat coming off the guys. Like I said, you can see the jostling with the DBs and stuff like that. So they're on to something, but just like classic EA, they just something's gonna be about it's gonna be broke. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I will probably put it at about a 6 at this point. So I'm enjoying this version. I'm really enjoying this version, bro. I'm enjoying this year's Madden. I have very few complaints about Madden this year. So,
but it's the same game, so
somewhat. I mean, man coverage is a little bit more fluent. You can do man coverage a little bit more. Zone is always broken, and they'll never get zone right. So, but it's a good rendition of it. It's a good rendition. The option works better now.
You want to know what I heard out of all that synopsis?
Go ahead, hit it. We knew that was coming.
That's all I heard. I don't know what everybody else heard, but that's all I heard.
It's worth playing. I mean, put it this way: if you're still on PS4, you're not missing much. Put it that way. You're not missing much. But if you're playing it on PS5, it's worth the look. It's worth the play. Put it that way. Okay. Not saying much, but not saying little either. So hit it again, Smash.
Smash had a PS5, and then he screwed himself over.
Screwed the pooch.
I can't find that thing nowhere, man.
So,
I was at Best Buy yesterday, and the dude told me, I was talking to the Best Buy associate. I was like, hey, man, y'all got the PS5? He's like, no, but I got one. I said, where'd you get yours? Got mine from Walmart. I was like, man.
Target had them this morning.
Thanks.
They'll let you put it in your cart, and then they're gonna send you a note talking about, yeah, don't come to the store. We sold that one.
Usually that cybersecurity fails. You get your identity stolen, but this time it worked for it worked for Smash this time.
It worked. It worked.
Hey, did you call the bank, say they owe you a PS5?
That's what I did. That's exactly what I did. Y'all owe me.
They doing their job, man.
Hey, man. He's like, now y'all block that, but 2 years ago, you went when that Saudi prince stole my identity, you wouldn't know where to be found.
Right. When they went on a shopping spree in 4 different states, I was like, oh, well, you got an overdraft. Sorry.
We got to investigate this. We got to investigate. You sure that wasn't you? No. They blocked that PS5 though.
It's coming. If not, I'll just be like a CP. I'll just be a Switch. I'll be a Switch fan.
There we go.
Shoot, CP got one. He's getting one on the low.
Nah. Didn't come through.
Okay.
But also, like, there was a list. It was basically like you can get in line for a couple of these, but it's a zero liability. And I was like, I don't want it that bad. I was just like, if it's a wide open lob, if it's a Raiders versus Jets Hail Mary, I'll take it. But
damn.
But if I got to do anything for it, then nah.
Right.
Like it's got to be like in your hand, and you got to be like, here, a couple $100 here, and I'll be like, oh, okay, yeah. But if I got to like scout it out and like put up a bid, and I got to be here at this time and go, I ain't got time for all that.
You want it to be an effortless purchase.
It's a need, or I mean, it's a want, not a need.
Right.
And it's barely a want.
Right.
Hey man, we just want to bring you back over on this side, man.
I ain't been over there since PS3.
He'll come back. He gonna want to play that Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2 on there.
I don't have the time. I'll be on the couch. I may just be wandering across the wilderness. He be on a journey. He gonna be knocking on the screen like, "Come on, man, just turn me off."
Right, just cut the power off, bro.
He ain't been on there since the first Medal of Honor, huh?
Yeah, basically. I mean, I was only on there for the show, and because some of my frat brothers were playing Call of Duty, and they wanted me to play. But once they saw me play, they was like, I mean, you can turn the PS back in.
Trash.
They can't even coach you up.
I'm terrible at Call of Duty.
It was like, if this was on PS3, you would be great, but you know,
Yeah.
this is definitely not for you, bro.
I'm trash, and they was just
Like,
all in my microphone. Just come on, CP. Just yeah, we about to play, but sit this one out. Oh, you can't get in the room. The room full. Oh, dang, that's crazy.
They hit you with the, hey, go hide.
Right,
Go hide in the corner.
Right, go hide in the corner.
that is hilarious.
I'm so bad, man. I got all the guns. They just walk by me with a little knife.
and keep running. And keep running.
They used to just watch me on the replay just to see how I go down every time.
Oh,
They run up on him and shank him.
They talking about duck. I'd be like, huh? Go this way. Got
funny. That's funny.
Well, before we wrap it up, Apple came out with some new headphones that cost more than the Xbox.
It costs
or
more
the
than
PlayStation
iPad.
or the PlayStation 5.
Headphones?
Yeah.
Headphones, they're like $560, $550.
What do they do? They solar power? What's the technology?
They look like
noise canceling
MacBooks.
over the ear. But they're not even the number one noise canceling headphones are actually Sony.
Yeah, well, they can't beat Sony.
I mean, Sony headphones. We're talking about for the system or just headphones in general.
No, those
Headphones,
the noise canceling ones, they're like $300. They're
That's
like a little slim, but
I don't think I can afford that.
well, those have been on sale this whole fourth quarter. I was
that's
very
a sale
tempted.
price.
The
What,
sale,
the Sony
the sale.
one?
Well, I just picked up some for $250.
The Sony one?
Well, you picked up some, Gio?
Yeah,
I told you they was on sale.
Man,
but I travel a lot, and trust me, you need those on the airplane.
gee. So you walk around with $500 headphones on your head, but won't put a $2 mask on your face.
No, wait, I'm not buying the Apple headphones. I'm not buying the Apple. And two, that mask doesn't protect you from anything when you're on the plane.
Well, those headphones don't protect you from people talking to you either.
Right.
Oh no, you're right about that. But it blocks out all those crying noise, the jet engine noise, all that stuff is blocked out.
Man, that's too high for my blood, man. I mean,
it's not gonna block out that person coughing next to you.
Right. Getting you COVID.
It doesn't matter. And if you get on a plane, you've been exposed to COVID. Regardless, immediately. There's no social distance. The mask doesn't help. They give you these alcohol wipes for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Some people need to use those alcohol wipes and get their hot spots because they be stinking in the plane.
Instead of hot spots. Jill, what are you flying? What kind of plane are you flying, bro?
I fly United, and I fly first class. But when they walk by, because I'm the first one on the plane. You just smell it when they walk by. Like, my goodness.
Dang, Jill.
You need to get a hazmat suit.
Right.
Yeah, and like the plane's packed too. So you'll say that at one point I was doing the economy because I had more space in economy because they had the middle seat empty all the time. Because in first class, they just, the person next to you is going to be next to you because it's first class. They're going to fill up those seats. But now they're filling up the middle. So now they're filling up all the seats on the plane. There ain't no more economy. There is no more middle seat empty. All the seats are filled.
Dang.
Well, I haven't been on a plane in so long, so I wouldn't know.
Right.
Don't plan on getting on the plane no time soon. I trust you. I take your word for it, Gio. I take your word for it.
Oh yeah, you get on a plane, you're exposed to COVID. There's no way around it.
If I can't drive, I'm not going. That's just simple and plain.
That's about right.
Yep. So
Smash.
So,
was it? No.
go ahead, Smash.
You wrapping up?
You
Yeah.
When the last time you flew, Smash?
Man, I ain't flew since '99. No, I'm just playing. I ain't flew in these COVID times. I know that, man. I ain't getting on no plane with that unfiltered air circling through me. Gio still got COVID in his beard.
Gio's. Hey, Gio. Well, at least he trimmed it up. Man. Shout out to my boy.
He did trim it up. He trimmed it up. Now he got corona now instead of COVID.
Oh shit! Corona, right?
And I was about to say something nice about your team because
Which one?
Scotty Barnes just hit a game winner.
Oh, he sure did.
You know what I'm saying? You don't even know who Scotty Barnes is because you're a fake fan.
Oh, what team you talking about?
Florida State.
Oh, I don't follow him for basketball.
Oh, there you go.
I rest my case, Your
Honor. I don't have
Honor.
a college basketball team.
I rest my case, Your Honor.
I don't have a college basketball team.
With that being said, let's go ahead and wrap this up.
Wrap this thing up.
Go ahead, Smash. Any closing remarks?
You want to clown on me and then let me open up with the opening remarks, huh? Okay. Let's see how this ends on your ass. Okay. Nah. Nah, man. Anytime, you know what I'm saying? Unlike Gio, make sure you wear your mask because a mask does help. You know what I'm saying? Don't use your beard to be your mask. But and if you feel the mask don't work, like have respect.
Your mask,
have respect.
Show him your mask.
Have respect for your fellow people. And I do want to say this, because he my boy, and I didn't comment on it earlier, but I'm here for College Hill. I'm just here for it. Dion ain't gonna let nothing go half stepping. He gonna make sure that his lady get it right. So, and it's all to bring in some stuff for GSU for his bigger move that he trying to make to get to the D1 PWI level. So I'm here for College Hill, even though I ain't like the first iteration, but you know, it is what it is.
They had two versions of it, right? They had two seasons of it, right?
I think so.
I think it was 2 seasons.
Yeah, it was something like that.
Yeah. I mean, that was like the inception of reality TV. So everybody tuned in, but once we tuned in, we were like, this is garbage, and moved on.
Goldie?
Man, I have nothing. The only thing I have is sports are going on, man, and I'm enjoying it. It's a break from the norm. Other than that, man, I have nothing. I'm glad to be here. Glad to be back on the air with you guys.
Welcome
CP?
back. So we talked about James Harden, and he's one of the poster children for the new player empowerment area. And we got to make sure that we're not confusing player empowerment and having the ability to do your own thing when you need to versus just doing it because you want to. We all know what it means when they say the grass is greener on the other side, but you don't know what they're using on their grass. They might have turf. I'd hate for him to get over to another situation and realize that even though it's greener, it's much rougher, it's much harder, and it doesn't put up with all the lack of direction and lack of control that he usually brings with it. So in life, we got to make sure that even though it looks cool, we got to make sure we still stay in our own lanes, especially if we're in some middle ground where we don't know what we're doing.
So James Harden, stop acting like a diva and just show up and play ball, man. And whatever happens,
I'm in the building now because of COVID.
Well, shoot, he might as well just sign with the Pistons. Everybody else is. I take all that back. I'll be like, Pistons are going someplace.
Right. As soon as we get off the air, they looking good right now.
Yeah.
You see the Pistons?
You see Blake Griffin? He working out.
Right.
Hopefully we'll trade him for Blake Griffin. So
No. Keep that over there. Blake Griffin. Now he thinks he is a jump shooter now. When did that start happening?
When he was playing with CP3?
No, keep him.
Right. Just piggyback off Smash, you know what I'm saying? If we was able to watch Lil Rel and his show, we could watch this College Hill thing.
If Harriet Tubman was dating Frederick
The
Douglass.
worst.
That's
The
a
worst.
hit. That's gonna be a hit.
That was the worst in cinema ever.
Say we text each other like, yeah, this is definitely getting canceled.
I tried to ride for it, man. I did.
Man, we all did, bro. We all
I support
did.
I support his
We-
professional
Hey,
journey.
man. When he tried to get Harriet Tubman to pay Frederick Douglass, I was done. I'm like, I'm out, bro. I'm out.
Sometimes
you try to get it right,
sometimes
man.
you just got to put the picture on the fridge and don't think nothing else about it. That's good.
That show should have came out in 2020.
Right.
Hey, you're a Chicago native.
Hey, man, that's his boy. That's your boy, Jill.
Hey man. I try to support. Hey, you want to watch a good Chicago show? Southside, Comedy Central.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I like
Yeah,
Southside.
that was good.
That's pretty good. That is good. Good show.
Yep. On that, out, guys.
Peace.
Okay, bye.